Hey everyone, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. You guys might be wondering, why am I speaking English right now? Why you don't speak Indonesian like on your usual video? Well, this video is not the usual video that you can see on my YouTube channel. Because today, I'm going to tell you guys a story that is crazier than any anime or movie or comics or manga that you guys ever watch. The subject of this video is a theory conspiracy that might be actually true. So I'm speaking with English. It is because if I'm explaining this in Indonesia, it's gonna take much longer, and it is not very efficient to explaining this kind of thing, because the very source of this conspiracy theory is from other language. So I'm just gonna use this language to explain to you guys, and I definitely gonna put subtitles in the video later. So now let's move on to the video. Now before I move on to the main subject, I want to give you guys a disclaimer that the conspiracy theory that I'm about to talk with you guys is not 100% true. Because no matter how much evidence that can support, at the end of the day, this is just a conspiracy theory. So whether you think it is true or not, it is all up to you. Because like I'm saying, it is just a conspiracy theory. So don't take this thing 100%, oh it is true, or it is not. It is just a conspiracy theory, so it is just a fun talk, It is not something that you should take 100% serious. Okay, now let's move on to the first conspiracy theory. So on April 11, 2024, there is a giant blob of anomaly that are appearing on the north side of the Antarctica. And that thing is detected on a website of weather detection called Fan to Sky. After that blob of anomaly appeared, many people start making theory and speculation, whether they say it is Godzilla, the Leviathan, or something like the alien, or a giant fish that eating the Prophet Yunus or something like that. The Fan to Sky themselves making a clarification that it is actually not alien, not Godzilla, it is just a bug on their system. Now here's the weird thing. If that thing is actually a bug, that anomaly have been appearing for more than 7 times. And every time those anomaly appears, it is always followed by devastating weather around the continent of America and Africa. Well, bad news. That thing is not actually a bug, a Godzilla, alien, or all the things that I've said earlier. That thing is actually a giant frequency of sound wave that can heat up the entire Atlantic Ocean and causing devastating weather like hurricane and tornado on many different parts of the world. Damas, are you crazy? Where did you get all of this information? How can you make a conclusion that thing is a manipulation weather technology? Well, I actually tried to find some evidence on this thing. So there is a weather report on South Africa. There is appearing a giant tornado on a scale of Ef.3 on a place that's never happened to be a giant tornado on that location before. So that place is not a place that usually tornado occur, and it is the first time of the tornado appearing on that location. And of course, the weather phenomenon that are appearing after the anomaly happen is not only happening on Africa, it also happened in a place like the continent of America, like Texas, Brazil, Louisiana, and much other place. And so now let's move on into the second evidence. So after all of that anomaly happened, I am trying to find a source or the location where are all of those anomaly occur, or where is the specific location of that anomaly. So I'm trying to search on Google Earth, and I try to scroll down into the north side of Antarctica, and then I found this very weird, sketchy island. So, as you can see here, there is a very mysterious island that looks like a garage with two cars inside of it. And if you look around, there's a lot of things that looks like a car machine that are getting abandoned. Now, this is very weird. Why? In the middle of the ocean in Antarctica, there is a garage. Now I'm assuming that the people that live in there is getting involved in the weather manipulation thing. And if you scroll into the east side of the island, you can also see a very weird pattern on the sea that happens to look like an antenna. But all of those things is just a small puzzle into this weather manipulation thing. So now let's move on to the main evidence, the Beaufort Island. So if you look into the very north side of the Antarctica, it is like the distance is not very far from the Antarctica. There is an island called the Beaufort Island. So those island is just a small island that are covered with ice, and that place is supposed to be uninhabitable, and there's no people that are supposed to living there. But if you search into Google Maps and type Ministry of Humanity, there will appear a mysterious location that are on that island. Now this is getting weird. Why on an island that are supposed to be uninhabitable there is a place like this? And if you look into the photo on that island, on the comments where people start sharing photo, there is a photo of a mysterious like God or a statue of God, that looks very creepy. And you can also do searching in Google. You can search Buffet Island export and import record, and you will find there is a track record of the Buffet Island doing an export of some items. It is jewelry, clothes, tensile testing machine, and the last thing is fish. So again, this is very weird. Why is the supposed to be uninhabitable island is having export and import track record? And you can also search on some website that those island is having a connection record to Steam and Xbox. So again, this is just very weird and sketchy, man. I'm losing words. It is so freaking weird that I'm losing words. And also that island is happen to be very aligned with the place of that anomaly appears. So the position is like very precision to where the anomaly appears. So after I give you all of this evidence, do you think this weather manipulation thing is true? Or again, it is just coincidence and all of the thing I said is just a conspiracy theory? Write your thoughts on the comment down below. Now let's move on into the second conspiracy theory. So the second conspiracy theory is about a technology called the Hadron Collider. So Hadron Collider is a particle accelerator that are created by a nuclear research organization from Europe called CERN. So this technology, when it is getting operated, it can reach the temperature 5.5 million degrees Celsius, and it is much hotter than the center of the sun. So the organization itself said that the purpose of their machine is to do a research into a certain type of particle, but it is not what their true purpose. The actual purpose is much more sinister than that. So the actual purpose is they are opening a portal into another dimension, aka hell. So the being from that dimension can enter our dimension. How crazy that is. Thus, that's why the temperature of that technology can reach much hotter than the center of the sun, because that technology is directed into the realm of hell itself. What a crazy world that we live in, bro. Now this conspiracy theory also doesn't come without any evidence, because the scientists or the people that work on the Hadron Collider themselves, they release an article that they found a demon or a ghost particle. Now my theory is what they found is an actual demon. They tried to cover the truth by putting the word particle to cover the actual truth that they found a real demon. And also there is a more convincing evidence, or rather this might be the truth. So I found a video on YouTube when the solar eclipse occurred on America on 9 April 2024. So this video, first it is just a bunch of people enjoying the view of the eclipse, and all of a sudden there is a giant shadow that are passing the eclipse that looks like some kind of snake or just a giant slithering shadow. I thought this thing was just a bunch of CGI crap, or just some people doing animation or something. But this thing also appeared on two different places with a consistent appearance. So the second appearance of this eclipse creature happens to be on Iraq, and the third appearance of this creature happens to be in Weather Report channel. Now, how are you going to deny that? I mean, those things literally appearing on Weather Report station. Even the reporter himself, Michael Armstrong, also noticed that there are something passing in front of the camera. He said that it was a bird or a plane or something. Michael Armstrong, that thing was not a plane. That thing was a demon that are getting summoned during the solar eclipse by sun. And I also forgot to mention one thing. The appearance of those creatures happens to be aligned with the day that sun want to activate their technology again on 8 April. So my theory is that they actually summoned a demon during the eclipse. I don't know why they do that, but they do it anyway. So after all of the evidence and proof that I give to you, what do you think? Do you guys think that everything that I said is all just a coincidence, and all the proof and evidence is just a conspiracy theory, or the portal that opening dimension to hell is real? Write your thoughts on the comment down below. And now let's move on into the third conspiracy theory. So in the third conspiracy theory, I am going to talk about a specific entities that control the internet at this very moment. And this thing is called the primary system. So this primary system is basically an entity that having full control of the internet, and nobody has any control of it. In fact, nobody even know what it is. Not even the government know what it is. So I'm going to give you guys more information. Just wait a minute. So this thing is getting discovered by a super deep web scan in the early 2000s. And this thing is also sending a lot of unalterable comments to the entire internet. And this entity exists in the deepest layer of the internet, which are impossible to get access with our computer, and it have to be accessed with a quantum computer. So my theory is this entities is actually a demon that control the entire internet. Why do I have that conclusion? Because I have a proof and evidence. So I'm going to ask you guys one question. Who do you think discovered the first World Wide Web, or the triple W that you guys use in Chrome to browse in your internet? Well, the very first people or person that discovered this is actually CERN, or more specifically, his name is Tim Berners-Lee, a British scientist, invented the World Wide Web in 1989 while working at CERN. So my theory is they actually put a demon on the internet by turning those demons into particles so they can control the internet all over the world. But why are these demons using the form of particle, or why do they have to be a particle? I'm going to explain that in the next video. Okay, I think that's pretty much all of the video today. So at the end of the day, this video is maybe not 100% true, or maybe it is true, because everything that I said is just a conspiracy theory, you know. You guys can believe this video, or you guys can take this as a joke. Yeah, it is all up to you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of The Conspiracy.
Thank you for watching.